guys, back in Smithfield again. Right now I'm walking towards Georgiaville Pond. I got the metal detector and the shovel. I want to go down those old ice house paths where you could tell that they used to have the old dam from the pond, and they used to transport the ice around back in the 1800s from the pond to keep you cool during the summer. So I'm just curious to see if there's going to be any kind of interesting things we could find from that era, possibly in those trails behind Georgiaville Pond. So come and join me. We're going to walk past the beach to the fireplaces and do some detecting. Alright, so as always, this is the beautiful Georgiaville Pond. And let's go walk to the secret trails in the back, past the beach area. Here's the memorial to the drowned. It's really crazy to think about how many people drown in this pond, and it happens a lot. There's been a couple of cases every decade, it seems like, since the 1800s. The first case of the drowning actually was somebody, I guess, was trying to drive a horse and buggy over the ice and it cracked through. Alright, these are the secret trails in the back. So these fireplaces, I think, were kind of like an old picnic grove. I'm not sure what year these were built at. There's one here and there's one a bit further in the woods over there too that is pretty inaccessible with all this brush. Look at all these plants. So we got this fireplace right here, and then there's another one down here. Let me see if I can find this one. I haven't been here in a little while. The second fireplace, I remember, is pretty decrepit, even if it still exists. Let's see. There's a chance it could have been actually already taken down. Just walking through all this poison ivy. Oh, this is interesting over here. You know, I've actually never been to this part of the park. Let me see what we got. Look at this. I had no idea there was a huge swamp back here. Well, this is incredible. So I can't seem to find the second fire pit. I don't know if it collapsed or was taken down, or if it is even further over there, but I'm not going to get there, obviously. This is just very interesting. I didn't think there was going to be a pond like this out here. This must be the excess flow from the lake. Alright, let's go check out what else is around here. The bugs are getting really bad. This trail doesn't look like it ends yet. I've never been over here. Alright, it's starting to get a little tight now. Okay, and I can see the rest of the pond. Let's head back to the fireplace, and then we'll see if we can find any items that may have been left behind. Oh, we got some kind of rabbits or something jumping around in the woods over there. So this is cool. You can see there was definitely an old path here because these stones are put out. The old fireplace, I think, was over here. Looks like it was removed. Not sure what they did with it. But let's go to the second one. This really does seem like we're going through some untamed history over here. See this pile of stones over here in this home, it almost looks like. Let's see what this is. Yeah, this looks like a foundation to a home almost. I'm curious to maybe detect over this area. I can't believe it, there's more trails that I haven't found. Alright. Whoa, look at the family of ducks. Hey guys. Happy duck family. I'm kind of interested in taking the trail all the way to the end over here to see where it goes. And then what we'll do is we'll see if we can find anything interesting. Look at this. This almost looks like an old car battery or something. Yeah, obviously that's metal. That does look like an old car battery. I wonder where the car went. It's very interesting to me because I've never been this far back in the woods. That detector's going off. Not this far back in the woods in Georgiaville. There's another trail that I've taken previously that we'll still go on. But the system looks like it goes pretty far. Look at these little ribbons tied up here. That's a tributary of the Woonasquatucket River right there. It looks like the trail stops. Ah, metal detector again. Hitting my belt. Alright, let's go detect around that foundation looking area. And then we'll go to the other fireplace. And then we'll walk through the trails where the dam was. Alright, back here. Alright, let's see if we can find anything interesting. Okay, so I'm not finding anything in this old foundation, but you can see how the rocks are set up. So I really think this was a man-made structure at one point, but maybe it might have been too early for metals, I guess. I don't know. I'm not detecting anything here. The only thing I've seen so far was that old car battery. Let's go take a look around the fireplace. There seems to be some kind of an old glass, huge glass bottle here. Don't know what that was. Ah. All right, trail's over here. All right, so yeah, look, you can tell right here how this used to be an old trail with the rocks. Oh, that's muddy. How do we get back to the fireplace area now? Oh, looks like this is it. Oh man, I'm really bushwhacking it now. That's a gross looking pond. Alright, I gotta shut this thing off. Oh, there's the old fireplace I was looking for. Would you look at that? There's the second fireplace. So let's see what we got. I can already see a little metal beer can right here. See what else we got around. A lot of broken bottles and glass. Definitely had one piece of metal with the top of the beer can. Yeah, I wasn't too impressed with looking directly in that fire pit, because I think that it was just picking up on the metal. See, it could have just been those bars. This is interesting though. There's some weird ceramic here. Let's go to the other fire pit. I don't know what this was over here, but this was definitely some kind of a man-made stone structure. You can tell there was like a little plot over here. Let's keep walking. You can see another piece of it. I really went off the beaten path here. Now I'm in the middle of the poison ivy roots. Jeez. Can I see how to get out of here at least? Oh man, I'm stuck. Oh, the vines got me. This isn't divine timing, this is divine timing. All right. Okay, we made it out. So let's go detect around this. That white plant right there. So I won't put the thing directly into the fire pit, because obviously it picks up on those iron bars. Oh, there is something right here. So I see a lot of little pieces of like blue pottery, like that, but I'm not seeing metal. What's metal in here? Oh, something right over here. Oh, okay. We got a little screw. Some kind of an old screw. Maybe something else. Just got the screw, and we got pieces of those little the pottery dish that we found, but I'm not seeing anything else. There's some old beer glass here. All right. All right, let's loop around, see if we can find anything else. Just picked up another old nail here. That's it right there. Look how tiny this is. I don't know what kind of a screw or a nail this is, but this is small. Put that up there. That could be historic. Something's right there. Let's see if we can find out what that is. Oh, this is all hard though. Is this it? Yeah. This is another piece of the nail. This is a very sensitive metal detector. It's picking up on very small pieces of metal. Let's keep looping around. Look at this tiny, tiny piece of glass right here. It's like sea glass now. I am curious as to see if there's anything of actual historical value. Something's in here. Ah, right here. What could this be? Look at this. What is this? I don't know if it's like a little bolt from the fireplace or not, or... That's interesting. It almost looks like an old key, or a piece of a key. So there are things back here. Let's see. Whatever's here isn't very deep, because the stone from the fireplace is right there. Let's see, is there anything else? Oh. I wish I could find out what that is. Oh, something over here. Yes. That's what all these are, these tiny, tiny little screws. So that's probably what's in here. I can't even see. Let's go further into the woods then to detect. This part of the fireplace is still bare, so you can see how the dirt covered it over here. Alright, well, next up, let's go into the woods a bit and see if there's anything in there. So I think these are the old paths where they used to take the ice from the ice house in. Oh, there's more ducks, look at that. It's the same duck family from before. Yeah, because I think we're on the other side of that little swamp earlier. Hey guys, not gonna hurt you, just want to film you. Cool. Alright, so if we keep walking down this way, we're gonna get to the old stone dam. Let's go see this. So as we approach the old stone dam, that was the original dam for the pond. I think it's actually wooden with the stone foundation we're able to see. It's just very interesting to see how time changes everything. Like 1800s, this was a cleared out area. Big dam, people could just walk right through. Happening spot, there were train tracks not too far away, the ice houses. And now today, it's ruins. It just shows everything falls apart over time, but becomes something new. You know, I mean, now it's a whole different thing than it was before. This is new beauty. And people like me get to explore these areas that were once populated and once thriving and have now become nothing but forests. So it just goes to show you that a lot of changes can happen, and some of them can happen pretty quick, but what comes out could end up being something new, more beautiful, more natural. And that's what we have here. So there's something to think about. You know, I really wonder if the reason why all of these trails are like this is because the state just did not want to ever fix it up or turn it into a park back here, because it could be a nice walking trail if it was cleaned up. Maybe we can do some kind of a community cleanup project or something back here and make it into a park. Now, I also wonder if the reason why the water is so copper colored is because this is still the pollution from the old mills, all the old metal that has flowed down this river for 200 years. Ugh. So we can check one more spot over here for metal detecting. Let's see this. This looks like it could have been some other kind of stone foundation. Oh yeah, there's a couple of them actually. That was my belt buckle. Alright. Look at this. This is the other part of the river. You can pick it up around here. What is this? It's like an old piece of a shoe. I don't know what that was. Oh, my sunglasses. So I don't know what this old building was or what this rubble is, but I'm not seeing any metal. So I think we'll turn off the metal detector for a bit until we get to the beach area. Right now, let's go check out the gorge over at Georgiaville. So well, the place that we're going to right now is called the Georgiaville Gorge. And they call it that for a reason, for sure. Look at that. It's amazing that we get these great views at sunset over here too. Let's keep going. It's stunning. All right, so there's the gorge over there. Let's go climb up. Okay. There's another view from the gorge. Let's go all the way down. This is incredible. All right, climbing up here now. Woo! That was fun. And there's a nice view. Another way up that way also. Oh yeah, if we didn't want to take the gorge side, we could have taken this trail. That also leads up. Look at these beautiful flowers. Alright, so here's the pond beach. Looking beautiful today. Just curious to see if there's anything in the ground here as far as metals. I mean, I don't have like a very wide range. I only got what's directly underneath me, so I'm not really expecting to find anything this time. There's a lot of bird poop over here. That's what I'm finding. I think a good spot maybe will be on the other side of that little shack over there. Oh, nice little pond and waterfall over there, or fountain rather. Whoa! I don't know if there's gonna be any metal down here. Yeah. I remember one time I found a multi-tool over here, which is cool. That's metal, but that's like a little piece of aluminum foil. At least I know it works. Oh, we got something here. Let's see what this is. All right, so we got something here. Let me see if I can find out what it is. Ah, this is it. It looks like an old fish hook. All right. So it's an old fish hook. Anything else? No. That was interesting. Alright, so I think we're going to end the little Georgiaville metal detecting hike right now. It was cool to find some brand new trails in a place that I've been to a lot. So seeing something new for once was very interesting. And yeah, I'm just going to head back now. You know, we got to find an old fish hook, some old bolts, screws. Hopefully one day we'll find something cool. I mean, that is still pretty cool though. But yeah, there's the pond. And really appreciate all you guys watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you on the next hike.